on the schedule in March.
Mm-hmm.
June, July is just, it's prime time, baby. It's tough.
It is prime
It's
time,
tough.
right
It's
in the
tough.
thick of it.
Dude,
And right on the
it's
border.
a prime time event though. I get it.
Yeah, right
It
on the
is.
border of like, all right, I'm taking the week off and then dialing in for the next 4 or 5 weeks to get into training camp. It's like literally, you don't have a whole lot of time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's probably the move. And we'd have to wait till March because the boys might be in the Super Bowl again.
Not if you. I mean, are you going to have that taken a little bit?
Well, yeah, I've won him 2 Super Bowls since I've had the take of hating the Chiefs.
You gotta keep that take.
Yeah, I've given him bulletin board material.
The only way the Chiefs don't three-peat is if you essentially take the Chiefs' side.
Ooh, maybe
If
I
you
should
son
do-
of a bitch.
you
do
can
not
make or
fucking do
break
this.
just be
Do
A
not do
true
this.
dynasty. You can make or break a
Yeah.
dynasty just by your opinion.
No, we know it's here.
That's-
We know it's right here.
No,
Yeah,
I don't
we know,
think so.
We know
man.
it's right here.
You can't tell me when you walk in the Kansas City Chiefs locker room, there's not a couple murmurings about when Will Compton sees this. Hey boys, we won.
You
We
know,
got
Andy
him.
Reid in a team meeting is running his PowerPoint and he just puts up my
Bulletin
tweets.
board.
Yeah.
Like, look at this motherfucker.
Listen, we're
Let's
playing the
shut his
Steelers
ass
this week.
up.
You got to watch out for TJ. They had a great running back here, but let's not forget. And then Will Compton's face, old teeth, comes up. He goes, "This is the reason why we fight. This is the reason why we fight day in and day out." That I mean, it's talked about.
No.
Hey, but the three-peat.
It's a good take though. I
Yeah.
enjoy it. What?
But the three-peat.
Man,
Think
that's
you guys
crazy to
can
even
pull it
think
off?
about, man. I think right now we got the focus and we got the team to be able to do it. Yeah. You already know every year you got to restart that engine, man. You got to rebuild it. We got a lot of fucking fun pieces added. Hollywood Brown, seeing him run around this offseason has been so fucking fun. Him and
Somebody
Pat
take the top
have a
off.
connection immediately up top, like at least once or twice in 7-on-7. Pat's just making sure he gives Hollywood that chance to make a play downfield, and I'm just like, Xavier Worthy he hasn't even been out there because he's been dealing with a little bit of a hammy. So it's like, even just seeing that and seeing guys like seeing where the offense is going. Coach Reed every single year has these like no cards, just fucking plays. He's just like just cooking them up in that fucking office at Arrowhead. He's just cooking them up, dude. And it's been fun to like see how the offense has grown throughout the years. Because when I first came into the league, it was Jamal Charles, give Jamal the ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're inside zone, outside zone, screen to Jamal, motion him outside, do a little slant to him. Like it was like all focused on Jamal.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like started to get to the point where it's like it's all focused on Pat and everything that he can do. And now everybody gets the ball. So it's been crazy.
Yeah, when you say what Pat can do, like what can't he really do? The guy can make insane throws.
Oh, he can do it all.
He can
There's
awkward throws. He's like that. Who's that European white basketball player? JP is not on the bus. No, the old guy from the Mavs.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Dirk. Yeah, making all the weird
that
ass-
guy?
Patrick
That's
Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes
That's
is
the
like
one
Dirk
you needed help with? You
Yeah,
needed-
no, I don't watch basketball.
God damn
I had a
it.
problem with Angel Reese the other day. Someone said, "You know who Angel Reese is?" I legit thought it was an adult entertainment star with that name. And no disrespect, not trying to be disrespectful, but that's where my brain went with that
Dirk
name.
Nowitzki.
You're in your world.
He's like
I get it.
Dirk Nowitzki. Out of all comparables
God
out
damn
there,
it,
What can he
Patrick
do?
Mahomes, Dirk Nowitzki.
No doubt, no doubt.
Do you still find yourself having the same fire
Oh, fuck yeah.
year in
Once
and
you-
year
once you-
out? What
once
year are you
you're-
going? What year are you in?
This
going
is
into?
12.
And you still have the same fire.
Dude, I love that shit, man. I don't know what I mean. I feel like the chance of having a three-peat, like nobody gets that fucking chance. So it's like your desire to come into work every single day just kind of went up a notch.
Yeah.
So it's like you want it more than you've like been coming into the building in recent years, just because you have an opportunity to be one of the greatest, if not the greatest, like dynasty franchise 3 to 5, 6 year run that's ever been, played on the gridiron. So
Yeah.
it's like, man, you gotta be present in the moment, but you gotta enjoy what you're doing, man.
Is there ever a battle of staying present in that moment and keeping that fire? Because obviously that's impressive. You know that's impressive going 12 years in the league, especially with the stardom that you have even now. Like it's been growing throughout the entirety of your career. Winning championships, you've done that. You've won two in a row. Like, you know how impressive that is to keep that fire going. Like, do you struggle at times, like staying in the moment and you lean on things that kind of remind yourself?
Not really. Not really. I don't think I've ever struggled with that aspect of it. I've struggled with the aspect of like not having the success that I've had in my younger years.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was talking to my brother about kind of when he was like, man, I know this is it, dude. This is it. I'm done.
Yeah.
Like I'm over with. And it wasn't like the wear and tear of like his body, like after a game. It was just the fact that there were some plays that he knew he should be making and his body he wasn't the same athlete. And he was like, that's frustrating right here when you know you're like how successful you are and how successful you've been in your career and not having that success every single time, and you kind of see yourself, I don't want to say deteriorating, but like you're just not having those that same moment of
father
like,
time catching up.
I'm just running it up on these dudes. Like you just don't have that ability anymore, I guess.
Yeah, but Jason, like when he walked away, he still had a lot of gas left in the tank.
So much gas, dude.
Bro, because he may or may not, in his mind, been able to do some of the plays he did at the angles he was taking, but that guy's so smart. The way he blocks, I feel like he could just take different angles. And, when Father Time starts to catch up with you, the savviness of the technique and how he handles everything, he could play 5 more years.
I hear you, man.
He could still do it.
I was telling him, dude. I was like, dude, don't you fucking quit on me.
Really?
God damn it, don't you do it.
Was there a lot of back and forth between you two when he was like contemplating retiring?
Jason was trying to retire like 5 years ago.
You just got to keep him on the horse every single time.
Dude, Howie, the Eagles organization just kept on, well, how about we just give him a few more meals, just keep coming back, having some fun.
Keep the good dog fed.
Got a good quarterback. Then he goes to the Super Bowl and plays another year and a half or another year after that. And I think he's like come to like being okay with where his career was, his entire like longevity of it and everything. He was just comfortable with where he was, and he has great opportunities off the field. He's got 3 little girls that he's just ready to go and just be a dad and be fully in on not that he wasn't, but he's helping out Kylie now at the house. So it's just it was like a perfect mesh of everything coming together for him. So
I can't imagine this past year for them, the way they started and the way they finished. That's like the most deflating when you're just on a roll. Like the Super Bowl the year before.
This team.
Hey, we're really like,
then you become like the worst team.
Yeah, like you like sneak into the playoffs, which is wild, man. It's a tough deal. That's hard mentally to go through.
I can only imagine.
I mean, you guys had some turbulent times. Literally, Kansas City every single week, everyone's like, "Are they still them? Can they still do it?
Can they still do it?
Can they still do it?
Are they gonna?"
You guys lost week 1 to Detroit.
I don't even think it was never a question. I don't think it was ever a question for Big Will over here.
And Will just wanted it so bad, man.
I know, dude.